For most people, dogs aren't just a pet, but they're also a member of the family.
And we all think our dogs are the most special. But our next guest, well, his dog Allie inspired a book.
Yeah, no kidding. Welcome author Dr. Kipp Van Camp, and we'll learn a little bit about Allie. But first, this is
Addie.
Addie is Allie's replacement. Allie died last year, and when she died, I sat down and wrote this book. And it took us about 9 months to decide to get another dog. So I guess it's been a year and a half. She's close to a year old now. So.
How has this come about? You decided to write this book about Allie. I guess she was something else, wasn't she?
She was one of those dogs that, I don't know if people can relate to a dog that changes your life or that touches you in such a way that it's unique to any other dog. That's how Allie was. She was entertaining. She gave us antics. Yet she was incorrigible, and yet she was lovable at the same time.
And
independent.
I was looking at your website. You had family photos with her. I mean, she was truly a member of your family.
If ever a dog became a child, we personified Allie. We made her our daughter before our kids came along.
You know, Doctor, there's a difference, though, in loving a pet and appreciating what they bring to your life and then writing a book. So how did you make that decision?
You know, when I like to write, and when Allie died, I said, is that it? That's the end of it? Here she was. She touched our lives, and then she's gone.
Yeah.
And she gave us so many fun memories, and I just felt like I can't let that be the end of this. So I sat down and started writing, and the next thing you knew, I had 7, 8 chapters, and then 10, and then 20, and finally I said, I got to do something with it, and so it is.
And it's not just a book about Allie, about a dog, but there's another message behind that, enrichment, and everything that comes with that.
That's true. Allie was a member of the family, but when I would stop, I've always been a workaholic, and when I would stop and smell the roses and observe Allie, she would entertain me in some way or teach me a life lesson like slow down, relax, don't take things too seriously. Life's meant to be enjoyed too. And so she taught me that, of all things.
For people reading your book, is that what you want the message to be for them as well?
I think the message is, it's for all dog lovers, but it's also for non-dog lovers. It's a story about relationships. It's a story about love. It's a story about heartwarming, happy, funny things that happen in our lives. I suppose the message, if I could say what's the message, it's, yeah, Addie, make yourself at home here. Enjoy life. Enjoy life. Don't stop and smell the roses. Don't take yourself too seriously.
Tell us a little bit about this breed.
Bichon.
Bichon Frise, is that how you say it?
Bichon Frise. This is a wonderful breed. It was recognized by the American Kennel Club in 1972, so it hasn't been Americanized that long. JR was the first Bichon to win the Westminster Kennel Club in 2001, and the owner said when JR won the Westminster Kennel Club that JR took a lap around Madison Square Garden and waved to the crowd. And I thought that's a great description of this breed because that's how they are.
That is a famous line. And right now, Addie has a little bit of static in her hair and her ears, and that's adorable. So right now we're looking at your website. Of course, you can get the book there, but you also have a couple of other items, including bookmarks and then this keychain, which I think is adorable. We're talking about the holiday, so
this is a wonderful gift. What I hoped was we wanted this book released before the holiday because it's a wonderful gift, especially for men. What's so cool about it is we even have a gift box. So, you know, a $20 gift that you put in a gift box that you can give for your friend, the dog lover, your family, the dog lover, or anyone for that matter who likes to read. You know, at Christmas time, we're all busy, but there's always a time to sit down and relax at the end of the day. This is a wonderful read to sit down and relax with. It's also a good read for family to read to your kids.
And you're donating a portion of the proceeds from this book. You
know, I'm from Kansas. I'm from Topeka, Kansas, and Topeka's building a new humane camp.
She's snacks in there.
She's checking for snacks. That's right. Topeka's building a new humane shelter, Humane Society shelter, and so 10% of all proceeds goes to that humane shelter to the building fund.
Look at her; she looks wild. And you're also going to be at the BookWorm. Talk about your visit there.
I was excited to get into the BookWorm because it's pretty well known up here.
Yeah.
It's a good independent bookstore. I'm going to be there on Sunday from 1 until about 2:30. Have a 20-minute talk. It's a real lighthearted talk, entertaining. Try to make people laugh, and then I'll sign some books if anyone wants to buy some books.
And speaking of
Addie won't be there at the bookstore. She's too wild.
I was going to, speaking of you signing books and buying the book, whether it's for you or you want to give it as a gift, you're giving our viewers a special break, so 10% off their book. 10%
is what we're giving to the Humane Society, but we're giving a 20% discount for any. The book is a $24.95, and for $20, for $19.95, any viewer who types in blend, B-L-E-N-D.
And that's on your website.
That's on our website.
Go
so
to your website.
Buy it from the website.
AlwaysAllie.com.
That's that 10%. It actually should be 20.
20%.
20%.
10% is what's going to the Humane Society.
That's correct.
In terms of sales for the book. What a special dog. So what are your hopes for this one?
Well, I think it'll be Allie who, maybe, when the sequel, because she's trying to forget. I tell her she has big paws to fill, and she doesn't give a flip about that. She can care less. So she says Allie who.
Yeah.
Right. Well, thanks for being here.
Special bond.
And Allie will always live on.
That's part of the idea.
Yeah. Love the cover, too.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. We
Thanks
appreciate
a lot.
it.
I appreciate
Addie, thank you for coming in, too, sweetheart. Nice to see you both.